My name is Sanjay Gosalia. I am the CEO of Nucleus Finance, and Nucleus Finance is focused on making financial contracts smarter. Well, I'll give you an example of where Nucleus Finance has been used. There is a large private Swiss company that has 5 billion in AUM assets under management, and they roughly have 220,000 contracts that support the leasing of vehicles. What they wanted to do, this private company, is to securitize these contracts. They also wanted to expand their products into EV vehicles and other climate tech, which means they wanted to secure investment from new types of investors. To do so, they needed a flexible solution embedded in for the core banking that allows them to design the contracts in a way that there's standard data definitions and cash flows that are understood through an algorithm. And those two things are foundational for one, to be able to securitize, and two, to go out and provide price transparency, price discovery, and the reduced risk associated with reconciliation to investors. And so by embedding our solution, they were able to set up themselves for securitization and also secure new investors, because everything is standardized, algorithmically defined, transparent. The discovery of what the leasing products are at the portfolio, product, or contract and event level is well understood. And so they understand the underlying risk of the actual asset that they're investing in. And that's an example of where we helped a $5 billion private company, one, securitize, two, expand their product mix, and three, reduce the cost of doing all of this by eliminating a lot of the reconciliation cost. In December, we launched a partnership with 21 Finance and Token Forge and Nucleus Finance. The three of us combined are able to provide a solution that solves for the ability to have tokenized financial contracts on an exchange, to actually have a token platform to create the token, and then the appropriate design and solution set to help with interoperability and the algorithmic standards associated with cash flows embedded into the solution, which is Nucleus Finance.
Are you close to being on Casper mainnet?
We partner with Casper, and the value of that is when we work with our clients, we have the ability to immediately, with a turnkey, leverage Casper's solution and benefit from their features around upgradability, around privacy, around security. And like I said, it's turnkey. So they have the ability to begin the process of tokenizing a financial contract without putting anything on chain. And when they're ready, we're able to do it almost immediately. Currently, Nucleus Finance is focused on three things. The first is we're focused on growing our client base. We spent much of 2023 telling our story and helping people understand the problem statement that exists in the market and our solution. So we're spending a lot of time cultivating those clients. Number two, we have a few clients that are deep into the process of releasing a pilot or other solutions into production that we're spending time to configure, to test, and to deploy. And then last but not least, we're looking for partners. We understand that this is a value chain that requires partners to help everything from the initial onboarding to the issuance process to custody solutions and exchanges. So we're looking for partners in that. And we have an example of one successful partnership that we launched last year. And that's what we're focused on in 2024. We also work with AUM Data, which is a German-based pseudo-government agency. That's the best way to explain them. And the securities that are issued and registered in Germany embed ACTUS, which is Algorithmic Contract Type Unified Standards. That is a open source standard, which is what Nucleus Finance has built our solution on. And so they've embedded into that. So what that means from a strategic partner standpoint is that they're essentially driving the adoption of the underlying standard of ACTUS across the German market. And in short time, we believe that many of the capital markets providers, capital markets infrastructure will have to start more seriously thinking about Actis and the software solutions around it. We're the only one in the market that has built risk management, financial analytics software, a tokenization engine, a lifecycle management solution on top of Actis, as well as integrated with a layer one with Casper Labs. So they are essentially this central body that is starting to use the solution. And over time, we feel that will drive adoption in the German market, given that WM Data is essentially where all of the financial securities are issued and registered. Nucleus Finance does not have any intentions to issue a token, a Nucleus Finance token. That's the first thing, to just be very clear about that. We support capital markets infrastructure and the ability to tokenize financial contracts. The second thing is, as far as IPO or anything to that nature, we are still an early stage company. We're a seed stage company. So we're a long ways from doing anything at that type of level, going public. However, we plan to raise capital within the next few months for our next round. And we're doing that on the basis of us having revenue last year and a few initial clients that are now in the process of deploying our product in pilot and then scaling from there. There's fundamentally 3 to 4 things that define a very unique value prop that we essentially have come to market with. One, we're a fit-for-purpose solution. We're the only fit-for-purpose solution that I'm aware of in the market focused on financial contracts. So typically the solutions in the marketplace are taking tokenization of real-world assets and retrofitting it for financial contracts. And so we've always thought about financial contracts. We've built for financial contracts. Financial contracts have some very unique characteristics, and we've built for that. That's the first thing. Second is, if you look at the people that have been involved in building Nucleus Finance, it's amalgamation of policy makers out of DC that work very closely with the FDIC and OCC. We have top academics in risk management, specifically in capital markets, that teach the top risk management students in the world that have thought about this from a risk management lens. And then we have industry practitioners that spent 25 years, and including the financial crisis in 2008, that have designed our solutions. So tremendous amount of financial service experience, which differentiates as well. So that's number 2. And the last is what I mentioned before. Our solution provides a suite of products that sit on-chain through Casper Labs, and then off-chain with financial analytics, risk analytics, as well as a tokenization engine. So we combine the on-chain and off-chain component to make it very easy for our clients. Number 2, we de-risk the integration, and we increase the time to market for them. They don't have to stitch together 3 to 4 solutions. We do it for them. And those are the 3 things that I think, if I were to summarize, what make Nucleus Finance a unique solution for those that are planning to issue and tokenize financial contracts.